Hello and welcome to Sunday's Intention. It's just a bit of a reminder, and for myself as well, that we go inside, we do this by the inside. This is what we're doing here. We're going inside to find our answers, our peace, our power, our connection to the greater cosmos, as it were. We find all this stuff when we get quiet, when we go inside. Everything is there. There's just usually so much in the way that we aren't typically in tune with that. So that's one of the reasons we do this practice. Okay, so that being said, we're going to take about 30 minutes. If you could sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be great. We're going to do this inwards journey of empowered intention. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. And as always, we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, I want you to fill up as full as you can. Start with your lower belly, then your upper abdomen, and then expand your lower rib cage out towards your back. And this time when you exhale, I want you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, we'll use a little bit of help from our visualization. I want you to inhale light directly into your heart, and then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. And now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these most loyal servants that just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And now, if you can, I want you to feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And we move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees. And we feel everything relax. And as we touch upon each body part or area, I want you to just feel that everything reverts back to its natural original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation. Just everything reverts back to its original blueprint in its perfection. And we move to the upper legs, the hips, the buttocks, the pelvic area, and we feel everything loosen into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move up to the skin of the scalp. This is where tension sometimes hides. So I want you to just release anything you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. We move down into the jaw and we allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And we feel all of our facial muscles melting into a pool of most perfect relaxation. And we see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them now to have a virtual seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts and they're all moving so quickly. We'll enlist the help of the elements to help us deal with our thoughts. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can see the sun as the element of fire if you like. Fire is a wonderful element as it burns up anything that we no longer need, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And then we'll ask water for its help. Water is another great element for dealing with our thoughts as it naturally retains memory. And so maybe picture yourself standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current. And then you're watching or observing as it pulls away anything that's no longer serving you, any negative patterns or energies, any old traumas, anything you need to release. You can actually watch it float down the river. And then we ask the element of air for its help. You feel the current of the wind or the breeze against your skin. Its specialty is pulling away all of our stories, our egos, leaving nothing behind but the shining truth. And finally, we call upon the earth element with its magnetic properties to pull away any baggage or heaviness that we're still carrying, make it stick to it, trusting that the earth will transform the energy into a higher resonance frequency, something akin to a seed sprouting into a new life. Now, sometimes our thoughts can take us away on tangents, take us away, kidnap us on wild rides. This is normal and natural. This happens to us all. As soon as you realize that that's happened, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing, back to your breath. And it's simply just the practice of consistently bringing yourself back. Eventually, we'll be able to stay in this perfect present moment more often and not be taken away so easily by all these thought kidnappings. And now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where our heart resides. And let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy or the lightness as you glide down that staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all do these kind of things to protect ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built if you're like me. And as you approach the door, cracks open just a bit, and brilliant beams of yellow, gold, and light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. You see yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physical selves, and experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands now inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this too. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. We call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you may experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we bring into the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, miracle, and incredible capacity to create. That's what we're going to take advantage of here. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now, completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level, everything realigning into its natural, healthy, perfect state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces as well. And then include your community, and then stretch it around the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total, vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intentions and sending that energy out. You take us a moment right now to send your healing energy to somebody. And now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's a little left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions or our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment, not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, each of us have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or you can go to that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the whole world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already happened. It's already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for today, let's celebrate this wondrous existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I'm seeing us all out at a huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing together. I'm feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. It's miraculous. Walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, seeing the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody's awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody's feeling connected. Something beautiful happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, this all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders and transform above us in the atmosphere into the higher resonance vibrations that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their shining faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or if you're out for a walk in the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity, or you're out with your buddies having a laugh, maybe you're creating something incredible in the kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your reality, I want you to just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty. Just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. I'd just like to connect with a little bit of gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wondrous life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the fountain, the source that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I want you to take this entire whole beautiful reality you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in, build up that energy. And when we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Build up all that beautiful energy and give it away. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. You can just feel the concentric rings of energy circling the globe, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing the world in this beautiful energy of peace and love and prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too to help you really come back in. When you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. If you're feeling relaxed, calm, at peace, if you've had some insight, feel powerful, you feel healed, just know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can do it on demand all the time. Eventually, we won't even have to put any effort into it anymore. We just become walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating this reality of our choosing all around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And if you've been doing these intentions for a little while and kind of have a good grip on what your beautiful reality would like to be, then maybe play with this, with the single conscious breaths of intention, and stick them into your day as often as you can. Whenever you get a few seconds, when you're brushing your teeth, you're standing in line, when you're cooking supper, just before bed. And just notice over the next few weeks what kind of shifts are starting to happen in your life with this new reality you're creating. Have fun with that. So have a wonderful ending to your weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next intention. Good night.